the thoughts, it's very Aaron Rodgers. It's very woo-saw. It's very woo-woo to sort of manifest his team. And he was emotional afterwards. It was nice. And congrats to the Steelers. What a finish. I mean, best game in the history of this incredible rivalry by far, right? Am I missing one? Question mark. There's been some good ones, smash mouth, defense, all that low score. This was great, and it was a very fitting way to go into the playoffs. Ladies and gentlemen, Aaron Rodgers can put a team on his back. He can't do it. What has he done in the last 3 years to show you he's done it? From what we saw last night, and he's getting DK back. You tell me this team can't go on a run, you're all wrong. You're all wrong. This could be different. This could be, what they had hoped for to start the season and bringing in Aaron Rodgers. The old man was brilliant last night. Season high 294, laser after laser. It's Aaron freaking Rodgers, the one we know, love, and remember. I don't know what the peptides are. GHC 39, I don't know what they are. The copper one that everyone's taking in LA, I don't know. But he really had to be so locked in and so damn near perfect with the way Lamar was playing, and he was. And to answer that with the Lamar to Zay, right, that happens. And then again, another breakdown in the secondary leads to another Zay 50-plus yarder. We haven't seen Pittsburgh do that all year. Division on the line, peak Aaron, and you cannot get me to tell you or agree with you or even hear you out that you're telling, if you try to tell me that, like, Aaron can't do this, that, like, he can't flip a table or wreck shop. Impossible. Now, the defense can't have the massive mistakes that they did last night. It's going to happen, but there's real juice here. And they play on Monday, a little extra day of cryotherapy and, like, witch doctors and ayahuasca microdosing, whatever it's going to take. The Texans, that is a rough draw for them, huh? Who would be worse for Aaron? Probably the Broncos, maybe. A little faith in play calling and the coaching of Sean against him. The same kind of vicious pass rush, relentless, two dominant guys that can take you down. That's a pretty bad draw for Aaron Rodgers still. Can't get over it. Think he can do it all. Think he can go all the way. Ravens side of things. Ravens fans I've thought about a lot over the past week because I think they have every right to be salty and they're quick to clap back and aren't with us, you're against us if you just say something good. Like, they're in this mood, but, like, you have some of the best players in the league. And how does this happen? I would be just as mad if I had these kind of players and this high caliber Super Bowl winning pedigree coach leading the way. I don't understand it. You get Lamar looking the best he's looked all year, truly pure MVP Lamar, making every clutch play you can ask for. Derrick Henry looked unstoppable. You had everything you could want, and you had just gotten to the playoffs with Lamar and Derrick Henry playing like this. Who knows what could have happened? You also could have wrecked shop. It's heartbreaking and super frustrating. I don't really know where you go from here as a fan. There's a lot of talk and banter about what needs to change. Should we go a different direction? Has it just run its course? The head coach, we've heard about the coordinators. The people are trying to ship Lamar to Miami, all these things happening. Trading Lamar, I'm just going to say it. It's like the stupidest thing you could do, right? Like, if you're a Ravens fan, if you're not a Ravens fan, we can all agree on that, right? He was clearly hurt for most of this year. I don't think it's any deeper than that. He had his first healthy week of practice this week, first one, and look what he did. He's still the most electric player in the league. That he's not the problem, and I never thought that I'd have to say that. But Ham, here we are, and I will. Yes. Is there? Oh, sorry, just live TV. Hello. Good morning to you. Congrats to your Jags. We'll get there in a sec. Is there like a he's not available enough thing happening with Lamar that's, like, out there?
Yeah, that's part of the discussion in all of this, which he's had a few injuries over the years, but I don't think that's been a big enough storyline to justify any of the
but if the
rumored
only
stuff that's
issue
being
is that
talked
he's
about.
not available and he wasn't available all year, but when he is, he's great, that is justifiable to say, well, he's not available, right?
Yeah, but for 1 year, like, you're going to say, whatever quarterback gets hurt for, like, Patrick Mahomes, we're going to say, because he got hurt, like, that he wasn't available this fast. Like, that's a ridiculous argument to make to me. And he's had little things here and there, but he's there, he's been there typically when it matters most.
Yeah.
And he's playing at this level. Like I've seen some too, like, oh, the injuries have taken something out of him. He's not the same player. Like, no, look at last night. He's absolutely the same player.
Yeah. And there's just like these questions that come up about his like toughness and his like body and like all, and I'm trying to figure out where they come from. But yeah, maybe there should be some other changes, but not Lamar. You're not doing anything to Lamar. Hey, how about the playoff picture in the AFC here with your guy? We got Packers Bears, of course, that has a lot of intrigue. How about Jags Bills? As we take a look here. Love that. First of all, congratulations to the city of Jacksonville. Loved going to their training camp. They just clinched the AFC freaking South yesterday. Most wins since 1999. They end the regular season on an 8-game winning streak. Just incredible what Liam Cohen and Trevor Lawrence have done down the stretch. And for the Bills, their biggest rivals of this Josh Allen era are all officially out after last night. Patrick, Joe, Lamar. Man, we've said it all along here on the show. They better win. But the seeding, thanks to the Texans' late comeback, puts them against one of the hottest teams in the business. Rather than a trip to Pittsburgh, where they probably would have been favored by, what, like a million? Double digits for sure. They're slight faves in this one. I don't know. It sort of feeds into this narrative that exists, that there's this, like, disrespect that has fueled this Jags team defensively, especially as they're trying to like do their thing on offense with just the chemistry, Liam and Trevor, and all of that working. This game can be the start of Josh Allen's legacy run to a Super Bowl. Or if the Jags win, I mean, it is tabula rasa, which is, I believe, what's tabula rasa? Greek? No, it's Latin. Latin for clean slate. Okay, total clean slate, tabula rasa in the AFC, and it will ensure that we're going to get two wonderfully deserving quarterbacks who will be starting their first ever AFC championship game, no matter what unfolds the rest of the way. So we get the new blood, and I would almost love to see that. Seahawks, let's get to that. Let's talk about the one seed. I know I'm kind of all over the place, but so is this playoff picture and these storylines from yesterday. We have had some coaching firings. We're going to talk to our ESPN friend about that. And we have Leroy Butler on the show as well. But just so you know, like, yes, we understand the Falcons coach and GM, Terry, and they got fired. And Stefanski just got let go. I believe Barry is staying, waiting to see who else might be on the move. The Bengals did not make any moves. I have thoughts on that. I will not share right now because I haven't, fully come to grips with that. But let's talk a little bit about the Seahawks, who are like so incredible, and they're the one seed, of course. And what a season it's been, right? They're the Super Bowl favorites. And with the way they stack up against other contenders, they really should be. Let's take a look here. They're the best football team in the NFL right now. Niners had been putting up close to 40 all game. Per game over the last month. Seattle just completely shut the whole thing down on Saturday night. And with everything that happened yesterday, they have rightfully taken the crown as the NFL's #1 scoring defense on the year. To do that in a division with the Rams and Niners is bananas. I'm sure there are people who are going to want to see what Sam Darnold does in the playoffs before they fully buy in. But I think we saw that in a big game, right? He might not put up huge numbers. He completed 77% of his passes. I like that. On the road, one seed on the line. It's pretty big, wouldn't you say? I'm wondering if the fourth quarter of that Rams game did something for him, which like slayed a dragon, got something off his shoulders. Let's not forget that things were kind of going the same way as the other big Darnold games in recent memory until that Rashid Shaheed punt return. Little spark, little momentum, Sam catches fire. He went 8 of 9, 91 yards, 2 scores, and the game-winning 2-point conversion after that. And he hasn't looked back. So maybe there's something to the team picking him up when things aren't going well. Maybe it's just, knowing that it's like not entirely on young Sam to do absolutely everything. But he hasn't looked back. He's shown up in back-to-back primetime games. Division, one seed on the line. And he's got wins, which is amazing. Okay, we're going to take a short break here. We have Ben Solak, our guy from ESPN, on the other side. We'll go through some storylines. Maybe a coach will get fired while we're on. You never know what'll happen here the day after the regular season.